All right, all right. We are live. Figured I'd come on a Friday night and talk about the latest goings on of yours and my San Francisco 49ers. Um, Another day of camp has come and gone. So I figured we get into some of the topics. This probably won't be a really long video just because, it's just, you know, I didn't plan on making a really long live stream anyways. So for anybody who's new to the channel, my name is Aaron. This is 49ers First Takes, and I like to periodically come on and do live streams. I also do, videos daily, usually with no face, just my voice. And I just, cover whatever needs to be covered. I'm just a fan talking about the 49ers. I'm not a professional. It's just my opinion. I don't force my opinion on anybody. So hopefully you like what you see. If you do, drop a like and subscribe. And if you do that, welcome to the family. So I guess the first thing we should probably talk about is Trey Lance. He actually had a somewhat average day in camp, as the reports are saying. Uh, I guess he started camp with 5 straight completions and ended camp with like 5 or 4 straight incompletions, which news flash, big shock. He is human, and he's not Superman, so we could finally get over that. But I just wanted to talk about the fact that Kyle Shanahan is playing this really close to the vest. He didn't deny the fact that the 49ers are looking to use him during the regular season. He said that Twitter is probably going to blow up after that, but they are going to use him at some point. He didn't say take over the job of Jimmy, but he'll be used in packages, I would assume, just like I thought. And, you have to see your investment up close, especially after you give up that much draft capital. So I'm glad that he just came out, got in front of that they are going to use him in some form or fashion. So I'm happy about that. Um, a lot of people are making this thing out to be a foregone conclusion that Jimmy's going to lose his job. And you got to remember, Jimmy's still a professional. He's been in the NFL for a handful of years, so he's not going to just hand the reins over to a rookie. Yes, he's exceeding expectations, but it is training camp. He hasn't faced real bullets yet. Even someone like myself, who's been really excited about how good he was doing, you just got to take a step back, and that's really all you could do. A big surprise going on in training camp right now has been the sudden revival of Dee Ford. Now, I'm not overly excited about this because I think Dee Ford needs to try to make it through the regular season before I'm impressed. Um, he did say something last year about, he was ready to have a great season and this and that, and then he was hurt in the first half of the first game. So, but yeah, he's definitely making strides in camp. Uh, he was in, I think, 11 on 11 today, and he was consistently beating his opponent across the ball. So that's really good news for Dee Ford. I'm really happy about that. I hope he can stay healthy because he's a plus. And you add that to Samson Abukem and possibly Arden Key, and you might have yourself a nice little rotation where guys can get a break and guys can avoid injury because they won't be constantly in games, every snap. So the more pass rush the Niners can get from other people other than Bosa and Ford is great. But if Ford can actually offer something, it'll be great. But the fact that he, reworked his contract more than once for this organization says a lot about him as a man. Whether I agree that the trade was a success with the Chiefs, because up until this point, it really hasn't been. You can't take away from the fact that this dude reworked money that he was owed to say that he's willing to take a pay cut in order to stay with the team and help them out. So good for him. I just want to say hello to Stunner Fillmore. Thank you very much for your kind comments. I appreciate him very much. Yeah, the kid is human. He makes mistakes. And people had to repeat it on Twitter like, oh my God, Trey Lance actually missed some throws. And it's, yeah, it happens. We haven't even hit the regular the preseason yet. I don't know what you guys' opinion on the preseason, but I want the starters to not touch the field at all. and keep them away as far away, you know, your main core guys. Hopefully Lance gets a heavy dose in the preseason. I think we need to see that. But the Rams, watching you on the San Francisco bus makes the bus a fun ride. Fun ride. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Sorry, I got distracted by the comment. I was trying to figure out what you were saying for a second, but yeah, but it'll be definitely nice to see him in some preseason action. To see him go against some players, other than his own team. But yeah, Shanahan pretty much got in front of it and said, yeah, he's going to touch the field at some point during the season. So people are going to try to, take that and twist it, but he said it. Guy like Grant Cohn pretty much thinks that he's going to take over at some point. Hey, if he takes over and he's the better player and he plays well and the Niners win because of it, then I'm happy. But the situation is a perfect situation right now. If Jimmy plays well and he's there as a backup, it's a win-win situation for everybody. So again, going back to the D Ford topic, I think D Ford is an asset that is an unexpected asset if we can get anything from him. So with D Ford, hope he stays healthy, gets through the season. Hope they can manage him. Same thing with Bosa. Bosa's coming off a pretty serious knee injury, and they haven't really done any live bullets with him as far as training camp, as far as like 7-on-7s or 11-on-11. So I think the Niners are doing right by Bosa. I would take it very slowly. Knee injuries are no joke. So it'll be a calendar year, I think, this September that he's been out with his knee. So we're not going to see him in the preseason. I can guarantee you that for sure. So hopefully we see him week 1, maybe week 2. I don't know. They haven't really said much about it. So, but hey, it is what it is. A little bit of a shocking news. The 49ers had they removed Jaquiski Tartt off of the COVID list, but then they placed him on the PUP list. And I was like, okay, where did that come from? As we know, his season ended last year with turf toe, and he's still dealing with that for some reason. So, and turf toe is a big thing. I think Deion Sanders' career pretty much ended because of turf toe. He had it really bad towards the end of his career. So the Niners have some safety reserves that they signed during the offseason, like Tony Jefferson. So hopefully that depth comes in handy and they can, make use of it. Tartt's one of their better players on defense for sure. But I was not expecting to hear that he was going on the PUP list. So it was a definitely disappointed, Him and Jimmy Ward have, those guys, I'm not going to say they're made of glass because they definitely shown they can play, but they get the injury bug quite often. So I was hoping that he could make it through camp and get into the regular season, and you wouldn't hear anything as far as Jaquiski Tartt goes. But apparently he has something lingering from last year. Maybe it's just precautionary. Maybe they're just taking it easy on him. Why use them now when you don't need to? So hopefully the Niners will have him when the season starts in September. Nice hat. Oh, thank you. It's one of my older hats. I went on the Niners website today to try to look at a hat and look for hats. I wanted another black hat. And all I'm finding is a lot of reds right now. So red doesn't look too good with my skin because I'm super pale because I'm a redhead. So black, actually, the contrast looks better. So anytime I go find hats, they're always red or white. And white and red don't look extremely well on me. So yeah, this is my only really nice black hat. It's a little tighter than the normal ones, but I like it. When I wear it forward, it actually looks better. When I wear it backwards, it looks like my eyes are going to pop out. So not that you guys needed to know any of that. I'm just saying I have bigger eyes. So when I wear stuff backwards, my eyes look really buggy. So I just leave it normal. And I leave the brim as flat as possible because I used to be the idiot who used to take it and turn it and move it, and it looks stupid. You're not supposed to do that with fitteds. You're supposed to leave the lid the way it is. So it took me, 40 years to figure that out, but I know now. So the sorry. The one of the other things, do I have hair? Yeah, lots of hair. I'm just, I have a kind of a not a receding hairline. I just have a large forehead, so that's another reason I like to wear hats. I got what they call a five head. Um, you can put all five fingers. I've always had it. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm a ginger. I'm 41 years old and I have no gray hair. Yeah, there he is. One of the other thing that one of the other reports that came out today is that Emmanuel Mosley returned to practice off the COVID list. I'm not exactly sure if he did any 11 on 11s or any stuff, or if he was just doing side work. But it's nice to see him back. It's nice to see him back on the field. The Niners definitely need him. Corner is definitely going to be a question this year for the 49ers because they're really thin at the top. You guys know they have Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley, and K'Wan Williams, and then it's like pretty much nobody. So, what's my secret to not having any white hair? Genetics. My mom didn't get white hair until she was 45. So, and she's not white. She's like peppery at 66. So, um, yeah, I got lucky. My nieces ask all the time why my hair isn't white like my older sister, who's also a redhead. And my sister gives me dirty looks, but it's her kids asking. It's not me. I don't know. You know what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get it all at once. I'm going to get it all at once. Hopefully, I get it on the sides. Silver Fox. Is Trey Lance getting on the field next week? I hope so. I hope so. I hope he gets into as much preseason Ken Cal as possible. He needs the reps for sure. Good bless your mom and fam. I appreciate that. Yeah, my dad before he passed away, his hair was pretty thinning. Art, so I think it had part of the reason why his hair was so thin. But yeah, he like my mom's side of the family, everybody's got really thick hair, so I got lucky. I don't understand how the white hair thing works yet, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. But yeah, as far as that corner position goes, it's really light. I'm personally worried about it just because. No, we're not going to trade for the guy from the Dolphins. I'm trying to think of his name right now. Xavier Howard. So no, don't ask me that. I wish that could happen, but it's not going to happen because he wants a contract renegotiated, and he already makes like what 12 or $15 million a year. So yeah, good luck. Your pops passed away. I mean, your mom is really, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, my mom's 66. My dad had what they call congestive heart failure, and he got it in 1999. He lived 8 years past his diagnosis. They only said he was going to live till 2005, and he lived till 2013. He was always an obese man, so like once he had his heart issue, he couldn't really lose the weight because his heart was so weak. So I appreciate the kind words. It'll be 8 years this October 31st. A lot of people ask me what I do for Halloween, and I say nothing. I know I respect my dad's passing. You meant to say that with only 3 preseason games, he will play a lot. Need the reps. I'm sorry to hear about the 1997. Yeah, I had a friend's dad pass our senior in high school in 98. I was class of 98, and his dad passed away right before senior year. So a lot of guys I went to high school with lost their fathers young. It's crazy. It's not a cool thing to have in common, but unfortunately that's the case. Hopefully my mom lives a really long time, and maybe I'll get married one day if I can find a wife. But yeah, you lost your dad in May of 2013. Yeah, so you just passed 8 years. Yeah, mine is October 31st. Um, Godspeed to everybody in here who's lost a parent or a grandparent. Like I don't have any grandparents anymore. I lost them all already. So yeah, my mom's all I got. So we got to keep her healthy. We got her all vaccinated and everything. I know some of us, whether you like the vaccination or not, you did what you had to do. We did what we had to do to try to protect the old lady. You know what I'm saying? What? What? Your mom lost her tower in the North Tower in 2001? Oh my lord. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I did not know that Niner sickness. That is wow, man. Whew. That gives me chill bumps. Man, Godspeed for you, man. I pray for you, man. That's wow. Ooh, that was a bad day in America. All I got to say. Um, in 2017 to 2019, I lost an aunt and grandma and a foster brother. Yeah, I lost my grandma, my father, and my nana, my mom's mother from Italy, Sicily, within like a 4-year stretch. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Yeah, Niner sickness. That's crazy, brother. Uh, uh. I love you guys, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that we're kind of turning this into something that's kind of depressing, but it's life and it's my channel. I can talk about what I want. So, um, yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Niner sickness and Stunner Fillmore. All you guys who've lost people, man. You know. People say they think they know what you're feeling, that nobody really knows. And it's not. I'm not mad at people when they say, you know, I know how you feel, or they try to say kind things. Sometimes the best thing to do, I tell people, is not say anything. Just give somebody a hug. You know, saying a bunch of stuff and trying to be, sympathize is sometimes worse than to just give somebody a hug. That's right, man. We're all family here. That's what I love about this Niners YouTube community. All you guys, people who do have their own channels, and the guys that drop in these comments sections, man. Oh, you guys are fantastic. I was questioning whether to make a YouTube channel back like in 2019, and I'm glad I did because I've never felt more support from a sports fan base than you guys. And sports fan bases can be a little fickle, and people can be kind of weird and talk a bunch of crap on the keyboard. Never really got that from the Niner people. Yeah, silence is golden sometimes, brother. When you go through a tough thing like that, losing somebody, especially in your situation, I would just give you a giant hug. Uh, I know it's kind of weird for dudes to hug, but I would give a hug, a big old bear hug. I'm a big guy, so I'd squeeze hard. But let's I'm gonna switch gears back to football. I just want to say I love you guys, and I sympathize with all you people that have lost people, definitely. But one of the other things that was talked about in camp is Juwan Jennings returning. Um, they actually showed a rep of him beating Jimmy Ward downfield, so that was kind of interesting. And Hurd also returned to 11 on 11s today. So listen, guys, we might have something here with this third wide receiver. We might have more guys than we think. So let's hope this preseason plays out good and we can see some of these people on field and they can stay healthy, because if we have something in Juwan Jennings and Trent Sherfield and Jalen Hurd on top of what we got at the top of our roster, that would be fantastic. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. Mazel tov to everybody. Uh, Anybody who's dealt with what we were just talking about. I love you guys, all you. Um, yeah, and it'll be fun because now if they have all this depth all of a sudden with guys that they didn't expect, um, Niners offense can be scary, guys. And then if Trey comes in like Shanahan said he might, and they run some sort of packages with him, whoo! I read an article today that said the 49ers are a team that everybody's sleeping on right now. And I believe that. Like people are giving props to, the top people, your Fred Warners and all that stuff, but nobody's really talking about the Niners as a contender because of their injuries. The Niners can stay healthy, man. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic. I am a super negative fan. Okay. It's just my personality. I'm melodramatic. I focus on the negative. I do it on purpose to mentally set my mind up so when the bad happens, I'm not as angry. So when good happens, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? G-Rod, what's up, man? What's good? Niners Ultimate Report. Thanks for popping in here. CG, thanks for popping in here. All you guys, appreciate the support. I'm happy to hear. I know you guys heard yesterday that Jay and the Bay hit 1,000 subs. So congrats to my man. I'm so happy for him. He actually got it a lot quicker than me by a long shot. I took probably a year and a half to get to 1,000. Now my jump from 1,000 to where I am, I'm almost at 1,350. So that jump's been quicker than the first jump. So it's been kind of interesting. But yeah, got all my Niner YouTubers in here supporting the stream. I appreciate you guys stopping in, even for if it's a little bit. I saw Mike Sherman on your stream. I've been working so early the last couple days that I'm missing everybody's stuff because I have to go to bed so early. Because I'm up at 3, 4, 5 a.m., to be at work. So you guys are West Coast. So when you put stuff on sometimes it's like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'm tuckered out. I know that sounds early for some of you, but I do work a pretty physical job. And I'm old and rickety, so I get tired. But yeah, Jimmy's on a very short leash because of, dude, I want Jimmy to do good. Okay. But at the same time, I want Trey to play. So it's kind of like this weird fine line. I'm on teetering on the sword, one way or the other. But to me, I just want us to win. I don't care how we do it. I don't care what it looks like. If it's, a blowout, a close game, whatever. I'm all about winning. So listen, Tampa's the team to beat. Love him or hate him, Tom Brady is the man. I'm a Niners fan. I love Joe. For all you guys that have been here before, I'm a Montana man for life. But Brady is the dude, and nothing much you can say about it at this point. You just got to give props to people, and that's it. I'll still hold out reservations on Jordan being the best, but that's just me. But that's a discussion for a different time and a different place. I'm kidding, but I do love Jordan. But I really, those conversations are fun until people start taking them seriously, kind of like the Marvel versus DC conversation. I used to have a best friend. We're not best friends anymore, but he used to take the Marvel DC conversation way too personal, like as if he had a stake in the company or something. But me and the dream, what is up, my man? I'm doing great. I'm enjoying a Friday evening. I go to work a little later tomorrow, so I'm happy I get another hour of sleep. I'm talking to you guys. Everybody's really supportive, so nice to see everyone. Yeah, I'm a DC guy. I know DC sucks, but I grew up during the late 70s, early 80s, so I'm a big Superman fan. It is what it is. G-Rod says, I'm concerned about our DBs because, yeah, I'm going to put this up on screen because I totally agree with it. And I was just talking about this before he came in here, G-Rod. I was talking about this exact thing. It says, I'm concerned about our DBs because there's not much depth beyond a legitimate Verrett. And if he gets hurt, then what? Yeah. Mosley returned back to camp today after the whole whatever I forgot exactly if it was COVID or if he was just, I forgot exactly why he was missing time, but he's back. But yeah, it's Mosley, K1, and Verrett, and we literally got nothing. So yeah. I mean, they signed, I think, what is his name? BW Webb, I think the name of the guy is, some journeyman corner, but that doesn't really satisfy my appetite. Uh, they had a chance in the early off season. Hey, what's up, Jay in the Bay? How you doing, man? You said you work Ultimate Report. You said you work tomorrow at 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I have to be up at 5 a.m. Ugh. Sorry. I work at 8:30 to 5 tomorrow, so I actually have a pretty decent shift. But yeah, there was a discussion. I was watching Jason Aponte, and he said something about the Niners had a shot at certain points in the offseason to make moves on some corners that were out there, free agents, and they did nothing. And now there's nobody left. So they did this to themselves. Listen, the Niners have done really good this offseason. They've made a lot of good moves, and I've been really proud of them. But that is one of the head scratchers with the 49ers is that they didn't address the DB in free agency and in the draft. They waited till the third round. And, from all the reports right now, Ambry's struggling. Demador Lenore is actually having camp, but who knows? Maybe the kid can turn it around. Yeah, shout out to Ponte. Yeah, Ponte's been at training camp, man. I think it was his last day today. That dude's making moves, man. I'm so happy. He's one of the best for sure. I'm really happy for Aponte. But all good dudes. I've had a majority of them on my show, and they've all been nothing but gracious and super cool. Come on the stream. I know they've been on a lot of your guys' stream too. So yeah, like I said, the Niner community is a good community. Everybody's really supportive. Everybody's really nice. Put this up on screen here. And if you lose your starters, then realistic, who's going to be able to hop in and play at high level? And you lose them, you're toast, unless one of those guys turns out to be a superstar. Yeah. Yeah. They had the chance. In free agency to address corner. And I don't know what in the world they were doing. For all the good they had this offseason, resigning a lot of our own guys, selecting Trey Lance, all that good. That's a definite head scratcher. I'm trying to be super supportive this offseason because sometimes me and my nephew, like we're cynical fans, like I've repeated a million times on my stream. So we always kind of focus on the negative. So I've been trying to focus on the positive, but that's the one thing that really has bothered me. And I don't get it. I don't understand the logic behind it. So yeah. Yeah, there's also talk right now that Bosa's being worked back really slow, like I mentioned earlier. I say do what you got to do to protect him. It's sad that you have to do that with the man that you picked that high in the draft, but the fact of the matter is, this is his second knee injury since high school. So, and I think he tore his other knee, and then of course he had his oblique issue or his core issue. So, yeah, there's definitely some durability issues with him. The Niners decided this year's draft that they definitely were going to take a better look into medical. So, I think, unfortunately, the Niners don't always pay super close attention to the medicals, to be honest with you, because if they did, they wouldn't have so many players that have so many injury issues. Debo, I think Debo had a sore groin the other day, so they were being real careful with him. Yeah, a lot of our top guys all have nicks and bumps and bruises and histories with injury. So that's the big thing is we're really good if we stay healthy, but staying healthy has been kind of our bugaboo. Great to hear about Jason Aponte. It takes one to know. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, he's the best. Oh, thank you. 22 watching, 10 likes. You guys are awesome, man. Rock on. Appreciate it. Yeah. I wasn't going to be on super long tonight. I just figured I'd come on and talk about, the goings on of training camp today and I forget when our first preseason game is. Is it this coming weekend? You guys, let me know in the comments. Is our first preseason game this weekend? I don't usually pay attention to preseason, to be honest with you, because it doesn't matter because it's preseason. But I want to pay attention because of Trey Lance. So anytime that he's on the field, I'm going to be uh locked in and trying to watch. You know that. I got to get some jerseys, man, before the season starts. I'm slacking right now. I got to get myself a Fred Warner and I'm trying to think of another player. Probably get another Kittle. Probably get 2 reds of the anniversary colors. So, yeah, and like I was saying before, and I'll bring it back up with this whole thing with Tart coming off of the COVID list and going on the pup list with his toe. Like, where did that come from? Did I miss something the last couple days of camp coverage? Where did he hurt his toe? I mean, I know he had an issue last year, but I've heard nothing up until this point. So I was pretty shocked to hear that. Pretty irritating. To be honest, our first preseason game it's next Saturday, August 14th. Oh, all right. I can deal with that. Yeah, it's against Kansas City. Ooh. Chiefs are scary, bro. I don't care what anybody thinks. Chiefs are scary. I know that they got done dirty in the Super Bowl by the Bucks, but that's still Mahomes over there. But hopefully they'll take it easy on us in the preseason. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so Kyle was talking about this weekend. John Lynch, of course, as you guys know, is getting inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Shanahan is not going, but I guess they're going to do some party at Lynch's house or something, and he's going to attend that. But there's practice on Sunday. I think tomorrow's an off day. I'm not sure. But yeah, so our GM's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Dude, he was nasty. He was the 90s version of Ronnie Lott. For all you guys who didn't see Ronnie Lott play, John Lynch was the 90s and early 2000s version of him. He was, without a doubt, a huge thumper and deserving to go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame for sure. Yeah, Jay in the Bay. I just wanted to say again, if you're still in here, congrats on your 1K subs, bro. Awesome. Frank Tom Motion, hello. How are you, man? Shanahan brought it up in the press conference last week that Tart was probably going on. Oh, jeez. I missed that. I totally missed that. Did I just see what Kyle Shanahan said? No. What did he say? Yeah, and demonic angel. Yeah, I guess it's the same toe as last year. Turf toes are a you know what, a biatch. So that sucks. Yeah, I saw that 49ers Sentinel, or excuse me, the Sentinel. Sorry, my eyes are playing tricks on me right now. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're going to use him in, he said, some sort of packages. So that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. And to hear it come out of the coach's mouth is awesome. Yeah, no problem, Jay. Yeah, before you got in here, I gave you a shout out because that made me really happy. I popped up on Instagram last night and I was like, yo, it happened. Or was it this morning? I forget. It's interesting because I was gonna say turf toe is no joke. I think, like I said, Deion Sanders' career kind of came to an end because of turf toe. It's I've never had it, but I would assume it's like stubbing your toe times 1,000. I'm worried about Bosa. Do you think he needs to get some stem cell treatments injected into his knee? Even D Ford is more ahead of schedule than he is right now. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Bosa, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's a setback or if they just really are just taking it easy with him. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I feel like it could be 50-50. Maybe they're just babysitting him. I mean, he still hasn't been a year since he had his knee torn. So it's the second week in September last year. So yeah, I'm pretty concerned about the Bosa news, but who knows? Maybe the regular season starts and he's there. But yeah, D4 definitely returned before him. D4 has been rehabbing since I think like the end of the season at the facility. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed to hear about that for sure. Yeah, I saw that about the safeties too. Fortunately, we got Tavon Wilson and Tony Jefferson. Yep, I mentioned that before. Yeah, Tart. Yeah, the Niners were a little bit uh proactive this offseason with safety, running back, offensive line. They did a lot of almost like they read, could tell the future, but they double and triple down on some positions that they seem to have injury issues with all the time. So hopefully that depth can stay depth and or those guys can contribute if they need to, and we won't miss a beat. Tard is definitely an integral part of our defense for sure. So I'm a lot of bit disappointed in that. Oh, that sucks. Injuries, injuries, injuries. And I mean, nothing's major right now, so I'm not going to try to make it more out of it than what it is. These are not major injuries, but turf toe and the Bosa thing. Uh, we'll see. I pretty sure that Bosa was, I don't know if he had a maintenance day today or he's just doing more side work. They're just being really careful with him. Grant Cohn seems to think they're doing the right thing with him though. But he is, there's always going to be that concern with him because he had so many injuries or he had an injured knee. Uh, I think in high school he tore his MCL or ACL in his other knees. Like I said before, it would be nice if Bosa practiced, but this season is a marathon, not a sprint. I agree, Jay. Yep. 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 We need Bosa for the season. Right when he's ready to, he'll play. I agree. I hope you're right. I do. I do. I rather wait. Watch pot never boils, and the same could be said about players that don't need to play until the regular season. So hopefully he's fine. And I've had shoulder surgery. My shoulder still gets sore. I've had 2 surgeries on it. It's better than it was. I mean, I still have a rotator cuff tear, but yeah, I get arthritis in it. So, and it's always going to be like that. The defense does take a step back due to mitigating factors. IR, rehab, new coordinator. What do you think we should do to balance that out? Meaning, should we May Sentinel, I'm starting to think by the way that they're trying to build this offense this year that that's might be what happens. That we just got to outscore people sometimes, and maybe who knows, Lance will be part of that. Run some packages and let him rip. Let it rip, or down near the goal line. And look, if all these guys end up staying healthy, like Jawan Jennings and Hurd, if they can make the team, who knows? Maybe Matthews makes the team as the other tight end. But I heard Dwelly's having a really good camp. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Yeah, Dwelly's been having a really good camp. They said he's been shining. So who knows? Maybe Dwelly takes a step up, Kittle, and we have a formidable passing attack and running attack. We have a lot of running backs. It's going to be interesting, man. You're right. Maybe we become a high scoring team. G-Rod says, yeah, that's scary about Bosa's soreness in his knee because that's what happened with McKinnon, and then they had to go back in and fix it. Yep. Yep. That's my worry too. Could be inflammation. Like I said, I've had issues with my shoulder. It could just be inflammation. I ice and put heat on my shoulders. I take a lot of ibuprofen. I had a lot of stretching. So Yeah, Dwelly is a stud. Yeah. Who's the number 3 QB? Uh, Sutfield's gonna end up, uh, beating out, Josh Rosen for number 3. A lot of people are saying, a lot of people are saying that Rosen's looking pretty doo-doo in camp, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it'd be, we should. The good thing is you don't want to worry about your number 3 quarterback, because if you're hitting your number 3, chances are your season's probably over anyways. But yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, Josh Rosen looks miserable. It's like, do you even want to play? Isn't he like a rich kid that went to school for football and he didn't even really want to play football? He wanted to go to school for something or be I don't know. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, Sudfield is the guy that I hope takes that third job. Hello, Ryan. Nice to see you. If you're a first timer here, welcome. Yeah, Sentinel, man, you're killing it, man, with these questions, man. You're a good one, making me think. Yeah, and like Jay was saying, man, like hopefully it's just a maintenance thing, and we'll have Bosa when the season actually counts. So yeah, you guys are awesome, man. This has been a lively chat. We've had a good amount of people in here. I appreciate it. Um, and this was a chat that a stream that I was contemplating doing just because I get anxiety sometimes when I jump on here. So sometimes I end up not wanting to come on, but I'm glad I did. So I appreciate it. Yeah, Rosen is not my pick to be on the team. My brother's a Dolphins fan, and that was just a horrible pick, or excuse me, a horrible signing when they traded him from the Cardinals. Excuse me. So, hey, what's up, Clown Man? Thank you very much. Appreciate the sentiment. Um, Clown Man, I don't know if you guys saw his reaction when they drafted Trey Lance. Probably one of the best reactions of all time. Don't have your speakers up very high because I think he gets a little R-rated. But um, yeah, Clown Man's reaction. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, he's been on my stream before. Uh, Actually, no, you sent me that. That's right. You sent me that video. You said, "Did you see my reaction?" And I said, "No." And then you sent it. And I was like, "Oh man." Yeah, Clown Man had a great reaction to the draft pick for sure. Yeah, I get nervous too, Jay, for some reason. I just you know what it is sometimes? Like I have to write topics down in the banner section so that I can talk and not have to think. Um Sometimes when I interview people, they take all my questions because like guy like Larry Kruger or Vish or some of those guys, they like answer all my questions before I ask them. So I'm like, I don't know what to ask people after a while. Thank you, 49ers Ultimate Report. I'm glad I can make your ride home a relaxing one. It's it's I've gotten a couple of J streams while I've been at work. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Yeah, I've had a couple of J streams while I'm in at work. I'm getting a blurry camera and I don't know what's going on. Uh, yeah, guys, I've got to do something about my internet or something. I have really high speed internet, but either that or get a new like a desktop at some point. I don't know if my MacBook can handle streaming. It's irritating. I've heard I saw a report that said that Trey Sermon's actually having a really good camp. So, but yeah, I haven't heard too much news on him either. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Sentinel. Yep, that's what I've heard that he's doing well. But yeah, there hasn't been much talk about him. But I guess no news is good news in a way. Oh, riding the bus in the city sucks. Shout out to those who mentioned. What do you? I'm lost. Explain yourself. I'm like, huh? Get a gaming PC? Freaking build it myself? I'm not that savvy. um, yeah, it's for some reason when I stream on the MacBook, I get a lot of issues with uh what do you call drop? Frame rate drop where it freezes. So yeah, kind of irritating. I actually had someone at work that was going to sell me a game, a PC that he built, but it has no graphics card, and graphics card go for about $500. So yeah. Oh, hold on, guys. My MacBook is unplugged here. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties. My MacBook, I have a little thing where everything plugs into, and it's having some issues. So my MacBook wasn't charging the whole time, and my microphone keeps coming undone. So appreciate everybody sticking around during my technical difficulties. Appreciate it. Yeah. Sorry it took so long, guys. Got my camera blurring out on me. Everything's messing up tonight. This is great. But yeah, so my whole purpose of getting on here was just to talk about the goings on. If anybody's got any other questions, hit me up with some stuff. I'll stick around for a little bit more, but yeah, I'm excited. I thought we had a preseason game this Sunday, so I was a little bit disappointed, but hopefully we see some Trey Lance. I'm looking forward to him. Looking forward to seeing Trey Sermon. Hopefully we don't lose any depth pieces in the preseason. I want all the guys who are on the depth chart that are backups to stay backups. I hope they don't have to start. I hope everything works out. I just hope he can stay healthy. It's not possible to be 100% healthy. We're always going to have some injuries, but hopefully for the most part, they're few and far between. But I can't reiterate enough how, I am concerned about the Bosa thing for sure. The soreness in the knee, but we'll see. I mean, he's been out there doing side stuff for most of training camp, so. Yeah, I'm not. Sean Bullard says you're not the only one who thought we were going to have a game this week. I know. I don't usually watch preseason because I just find preseason to be pointless. You know what I mean? But now that we have a future quarterback, taking a future franchise quarterback, I'm definitely going to be. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Were you talking to me, 49ers Ultimate Report? Subwise? Because if you are, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's this strange and weird world, this YouTube stuff, man. You either get no views on your videos, and sometimes you get a ton. It's just all based on what you put in your titles and your tags and stuff. So thank you. I appreciate it, all you guys. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube is so erratic. He's a human being. When do you I hope he comes back better than ever. Excited for next Saturday's game to see where Lance play is at. Definitely. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely excited to see kind of his progress because, he's in 11 on 11s. He's going against the second team defense. That's the biggest thing. The second team defense, not going against the starters. So that'll be definitely something to watch for. You thought this preseason was pointless until last year when 60% of our starters went down due to injuries. Preseason is essential for the guys to bring their conditioning level to where you can. Yeah, that's true. I agree. But and had guys out most of the preseason or all the preseason. I don't know if it was last year or the last couple of years. So, I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat, like they say. So, where are we here? Take hits and give them out. You build up contact endurance. Yeah, I agree. I'm not against what any of you guys are saying. I'm one of those. I'm just so scared of the injuries. You know what I mean? There's condition in that, and there's where are you here? There you are. Definitely. Yes. There's like guys when they're working out all off season, they're not in football condition. They're in great shape, like Kittle. But yeah, like you said, you got to be able to absorb a hit and get that contact conditioning down. So YouTube algorithm sometimes favors some videos and other videos. Algorithm sucks. Yeah, it does. It's kind of weird, dude. I don't understand it sometimes. Give him time to heal. Don't rush Bosa back. Hopefully, D Ford and Nick give accused number. Yep, I agree, Sean. I agree. I wouldn't rush him back either. I'm just a little worried about the knee soreness, to be honest, because McKinnon had that issue and then he had to go get more surgeries. So, that's all. That's kind of it. If it's just soreness from being used, then it's one thing. But if it's soreness because there's an internal problem, that's another problem. So that's a little worrisome. Screaming for vengeance. Shout to the Sentinel. What? You talking about vengeance on the rest of the league this year? Because if that's the case, I'm down. 49ers are one more injury away from ESPN anointing us the injury waiting to happen team, and that'll be why we can't win. I see Stephen A. Smith trademarking it now. Oh, God. Don't even get me started on Stephen A. There's some things that I agree with him on, but for the most part, I can't stand him. Hopefully, Jalen Hurd, D4, Nick Bosa contribute this season. Right. Because if they contribute, that means you're going to be really good. It's your avatar pick. I'm lost. Is it from something? Is it? I don't know. Explain. I'm. It's over my head right now. What is your avatar pick from? Been a crazy stream, man. You're on my side with Stephen A. Clown, man. Yeah, I'm not into that kind of sports talk, the trash talk stuff. It just to me, especially when it comes from guys that never played, you know what I mean? Guys who never played a down in their life in a professional sport. It's one thing to be critical and to make comments, but when you start to like question somebody's toughness and saying somebody sucks and this, that, and the other, I have an issue with that. I hate that kind of sports coverage. For the most part, I watch only NFL Network. For the most part, the Niners get a little bit of love on that show from Schrager. I think his last name is. He's a big Niner endorser, and so it's from a Judas Priest album. I never got into Judas Priest, and I'm 41 years old. I had this discussion today about great metal bands, and the guy at work says that I need to start listening to some Judas Priest and all that stuff. So ESPN has gone to trash since Stuart Scott died. Yeah, it was going on even before that, my man. They're just it's not about sports anymore, man. It's all about personalities, and I was never a fan of the other guy that used to be on there too, the skinny old man that him and Stephen A used to get into it. Forget his name. I'm so lost, but yeah, I'm never into that stuff. You saw Judas Priest at the Cow Palace back in the day? I have never had you guys are going to love this. I've never been to a concert in my life, and I've never seen a football game live. Now, I have really bad anxiety, social anxiety in big crowds. But in my youth, I was way more into going in public. But now, Skip Bayless, thank you very much. Camelot's Red and Gold. Like that name, by the way. Camelot's Red and Gold. That's a nice name. I like that. Stephen A. Smith thinks he knows all about sports and never played any sports. Ric Flair once said he thinks he knew wrestling, and Rick hated that. You ever seen him get into it with what's his name? Joe Rogan? That whole thing. There was like a back and forth. And then Stephen A was sitting there trying to punch not a heavy bag, but he was trying to spar, trying to look tough. Oh man, that was some funny stuff. And then Stephen A tried to defend himself. I'm just like, dude, shut up. Just be quiet. Sorry to get off topic. That's my man. No, it's all right. For me, it seems like today, what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. Yeah, everything's backward in this world, man. This whole world's backwards. I agree. I don't like the direction of sports talk shows that are on. It's about silly debates and talk about right. And like, how often do they talk about the Cowboys? How often do they talk about the Cowboys? All the time. What have the Cowboys done since? And I'm not crapping on the Cowboy fan base or anybody, but what have the Cowboys done since the mid 90s? That's it. They've done nothing. You say that about the Niners too. The Niners haven't. We've been to 2 Super Bowls, but we haven't won. But at least we've been more relevant. But yet they're America's team somehow, and I don't understand. They get tons of coverage. Every game you watch, you're watching the owner in the box. Like, why? Why? I don't understand it. The Patriots don't get as much love anymore now that Tom isn't there. When Tom was there, that was a whole different story. Yeah, they talk about the same things all the time on these sports shows. They talk about LeBron constantly. They don't have anything to talk about, man. They just regurgitate the same piss. So from Bill Walsh, now he described the 49ers dynasty during the 80s. Yeah, he did extract. Yep, Camelot and Joe Montana, I think, was Sir Lancelot. he used to refer to him as. We would slay the dragon, often with 2 seconds left on the clock or something like that. Some saying that he said. I've seen that before. That's awesome. Luke Luna says Grant Cohn should work for ESPN. Yeah, he'd fit right in. Listen, I don't always agree with Grant. Sometimes I think he does things for, he kind of trolls for views and stuff, but he's not a Niners fan, so he has a different take on things. So I agree with him on some stuff. I don't always agree with him on everything. Sometimes I think he's too negative, but hey, that dude is making a killing on YouTube. He's he 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 does well for himself, so I'm not hating, I respect the effort, I respect the grind that he puts into YouTube and how many videos he posts and stuff. So, like I said, mazel tov to people that put in the work. I don't have any issue with that. It's all about the money. When ESPN talks about the Cowboys, people watch. That's true, Jay, but I don't. That's why I don't watch. They can talk about whatever they want, but I don't have. Then what they say: if you don't like it, don't watch. I don't. What is the Cow Palace? Wasn't that a old arena or something? I thought it was like an older arena, Cow Palace. Cow Palace. Or is it relatively new? I swear I've heard that before from like wrestlers like WWE. Is the Cow Palace an older building? Yes. Oh, okay. So it's been around a while. Who's got to take a break? This was heavy. I'm just going to enjoy you. What? Uh, does anybody know if the Niners are off tomorrow in Daly City, Cow Palace? Okay. Do you guys know if the Niners are off practicing tomorrow? Jay, do you know if you're still in the chat? Are they? It's tomorrow an off day. Oh, it's been around since 1944. The Cow Palace. Yeah, that is old. Damn. You guys are lucky you live on the West Coast. For all you guys that do, I am so far away in Western New York. I've got to get over my fear of flying or take a train or something and just go to the West Coast, even if it takes me a couple days on train, and meet up with some of you dudes at the game or something. And we all got to tailgate. One day we will do it. We gotta. Mhm. Yeah, Greyhound bus. Yeah, I thought about it. My sister's on her way down to driving down to Florida from where I live, so it takes like 24 hours to drive down there. I think from New York to Florida, I think it's a 24-hour drive. But yeah, I would definitely want to. I don't know, man. I just flying is something that scares me considerably. The Bills are, yeah, the Bills, dude. I'm not sleeping on the Bills this year for sure. Kansas City, Baltimore, the Bills are, yeah. Yep. The AFC is going to be good this year too, man. My nephew made a good point though. How come anytime the Niners are really good, the rest of the league is always super, super competitive? Like when the Patriots were doing their thing during the 2000s, man, their freaking division was trash every year. And we're in one of the hardest divisions. So we have a really good, heavy conference of really good players or really good teams. So it's like if we're gonna win it, we got to earn it. You know what I mean? Time out for you. All right, brother. Take care. Don't sleep on the Browns. They are the dark horse. Yeah, that's another team. For me, at the Browns, it all comes down to Baker Mayfield. If Baker Mayfield can take his level of play up another level exponentially, then yeah, I would count the Browns in that conversation too. Tight. Oh yeah, that picked the Niners to lose that game when I was in Jay and the Bay stream about like record prediction and who the Niners toughest out of conference and out of division. opponent would be this year, and I thought that the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee on a short week is going to be a tough game. I don't see us winning that game. I hope we can survive it because we got to go against Derrick Henry. So, Stunner Fillmore, you guys made my day. Can't thank you enough. Oh, thanks, brother. You made my day for being in here and being in the chat and being super, involved. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a great day. Yeah, Cleveland looks good on paper. Yeah. Isn't that something, though? Every time they pick a team to win, they always have like a bad year. And then the teams that they don't talk about are the teams that come and rise to the top. So, keep sleeping on the Niners. Hopefully the Niners can stay healthy this year and they can surprise a lot of people and they can shut a lot of people up. That's my thought. I don't know. I would assume you guys agree with that too. Keep sleeping on us. Don't worry about us. Don't think about us. Yeah, definitely. They got a good running game to help Baker Mayfield out. And of course, Aaron Rodgers returned to Green Bay after all that whining and complaining. So we still got to deal with Aaron Rodgers in the NFC. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I saw that. He had a huge contract, clown man. A lot of monies. A lot of monies. Must be nice to be good at sports and young. My brother's a Dolphins fan. He's hopeful that the Dolphins are going to be good this year. Hopefully they can figure out something with the Xavier Howard and keep him happy because he's one of the best corners. He's top five, top three corner in the league. So, yeah, it would definitely be something. Oh, thank you, 49ers Ultimate Report. I appreciate that. 20 likes. That you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. I don't even pay attention to likes or stuff like that until after my stream, to be honest with you. I'm just thankful people are in here talking to me. You know what I mean? This has been, I feel like Jay in the Bay now. Jay's always got like 20 plus people in his stream talking to him because Jay's so magnetic with his personality and he's engaging and he's funny and so I got some of that juju from Jay in the Bay right now, so I appreciate it. He's been in my stream. He's bringing in all the viewers. Anytime I'm in your stream, man, you always got plenty of people in your comment section. You always get a ton of likes on your videos because of your personality, man. I can't be that guy. You're just a really happy, positive person. But I'm trying. I'm trying to be that guy. They should have beat Casey. Yeah, Luke. Unfortunately, man, I have went over that Super Bowl in my head. Oh, you're talking about? I don't know if you were talking about the Niners Super Bowl. I thought you were. I thought you were referring to that because I'm still depressed over that, but I had to let it go. Jay in the Bay is awesome. Yes, he is. So are you, 49ers Ultimate Report. So is CG. You guys are all awesome. We all got our own flavor. But yeah. Whew. Well, guys, I think I got to go make some dinner. I haven't ate dinner yet, and it's 8:00 at night. So I appreciate everybody coming in here and talking to me and engaging, talking about the 49ers. I'm definitely going to do this again. Hopefully, maybe maybe I'll do one tomorrow evening. If not, probably Wednesday of next week, I might jump on again because I have a day off. Sundays for me are a no-go. It's a religious day, so I don't do anything on Sundays, or at least not till later in the afternoon. But appreciate everybody coming in here. You said you're not looking for likes. I just want to spread. Definitely. Spreading the love. I'm all about it too. I agree. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for everybody coming in here. Appreciate everybody's likes and comments and support. And hopefully I will see you guys sometime in the foreseeable future, sooner than later. Maybe I'll come on Sunday night. I don't know. If not, you'll see me probably maybe Monday after work. If not, I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I want to have some news to talk about. So everybody have a blessed evening. Thank you, Stunner Fillmore, for your kind words. Thank you, Jay in the Bay. Thank you, Luke Luna. Thank you, Sentinel. Thank you, all of you guys, for coming in here. And everybody have a great rest of your evening, wherever you are. Mazel tov. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye, everyone.